Good morning. Well, it's good afternoon, sorry. Good afternoon, Guyana, especially to our teachers and to the Ministry of Education. I'm very pleased today that the Ministry of Education and the Guyana Teachers Union were able to reach an agreement on the way forward in relation to a 3-year agreement that was signed between the Guyana Teachers Union and the Ministry of Education. From the inception, I made it very clear that as a people, we needed to talk. And we needed to sit around a table and resolve every issue. I'm therefore very pleased that the union, the President of the Union and his team, the PS, CEO, and their team at the Ministry of Education were able to successfully conclude an agreement that would cover the years 2024, 2025, and 2026. My government remains strongly committed to our education sector revolution, modernization, and transformation. And in that commitment, the development of our teachers, the improvement of their conditions of service, both from an infrastructure perspective and from a personal development perspective, is a priority in the agenda of transforming our education system. Therefore, I wish to address the agreement in its holistic form so that we can have an understanding as to the tremendous improvement in the welfare and benefits to teachers under the People's Progressive Party civic government. Over the next 3 years, teachers would see a direct increase of 27% to their salaries in this agreement. But that is not the totality of the increase. I will want to go through some aspects of the holistic agreement. In 2024, they will receive a 10% increase. In 2025, they will see an 8% increase. And in 2026, they will see a 9% increase. Of course, these increases in these years has an adjustable clause. That is, if there is a higher increase announced for the public service, the teachers will get the difference between what is in this agreement and that higher number. So that's the first aspect. However, let's look at some other important benefits that we continue to give teachers and that are covered in this agreement. The RAI, which is the Remote Area Incentive, in 2023 was $9,000. You'll recall that even before these negotiations, we had increased the RAI to about $20,000. In this agreement, when you look at the 2023 RAI and what will be paid to teachers, that is a remote area incentive, the increase is 156%. The monthly RAI moved from $9,000 to $23,000, which is an increase of 156%. This, of course, is important as we expand secondary education in the hinterland as we build new schools, we will need more teachers to go into remote areas, because we want our education system to cover all of Guyana and the children of Guyana to have access to education at every level, regardless of where they live. So this incentive would seek to encourage and support teachers in the RAI. So the RAI is a 156% increase. Holders of doctoral degrees will receive $32,000 monthly. $32,000 monthly. That's another major increase. Holders of a master's degree would receive $20,000 each. That's at the end of December 2023, they are receiving $20,000, from $10,000 to $20,000. In this agreement, holders of a master's degree will receive $22,000 monthly. So, holders of the doctoral degree, $32,000 annually. That was never there. Over the years that we're in government now, the holders of a master's degree would have seen an increase in allowance to them, the monthly allowance of 120% to $22,000 monthly. Holders of a postgraduate diploma would now receive $7,000 monthly. This is added allowance. Holders of an advanced graduate diploma will receive $7,000 monthly. Holders of a certificate in education will receive $5,000 monthly. That's a 25% increase from where it was. Holders of certificate in education management course will receive $5,000 monthly based on this agreement. These teachers will benefit from this allowance for the first time in their life or in the teaching profession. Station allowance. The station allowance would see an increase of 108%. 108% in the station allowance. That is the highest station allowance increase. Headmasters for A category school will have an 11% increase in station allowance. Headmasters in category B school, head teachers in category A school will have an 11% increase in station allowance. Headmasters or head teachers in category B schools will have a 23% increase in station allowance. Head teachers in category C schools will have a 39% increase in station allowance. Other teachers in category A school will have a 108% increase. That is why I'm saying the highest increase is 108%. Other teachers in category A school will have a 108% increase in station allowance. Other teachers in category B school will have a 59% increase in station allowance. Other teachers in category C schools will have an 85% increase in station allowance. Hardline allowances. And the hardline allowances are for teachers working in difficult areas and conditions. In this agreement, the allowance is increased as much as 67% for some teachers. The hardline allowance is increased as much as 67% for some teachers. Category A school, 19%, Category B school, 39%, and Category C school, 67%. Clothing allowance. There is an increase in clothing allowance of 88%. Of course, you know the duty-free concession We would have announced increases and the condition that every teacher above a certain level, once they're 3 years prior to retirement, will get the concession once they are at that level and would have served the years. So no teacher would leave the profession at that level without getting the concession. And I think that level was a senior master, senior mistress. Despite that, in this agreement, we have increased the number of concessions that will be granted by 50%. By 50%. In addition to the policy that all teachers who hold a substantive appointment as a senior master mistress or above within 3 years of retirement and have not received a previous duty-free concession are entitled to duty-free concession for one motor car up to 1,500 cc. In the case of hinterland and riverine teachers, they can be eligible for concessions if they want outside of the vehicles for outboard engines and ATVs. Scholarships. 100% increase in scholarship will be given to teachers annually. And of course, this is outside the fact that they are already receiving scholarship under the GOLD program and in some instances, University of Guyana. The reemployment after retirement. Teachers or educators hired after retirement will be paid at their last salary scale before retirement, not at a low salary scale. You retire, you come back on the job, you will be paid at the last salary scale before retirement. For SBAs, for the first time ever, teachers will be paid for marking and supervision of SBAs and the National Grades 5 and 6 mock exams. And let's go back to salary increases. All non-graduate teachers, that is from TS 1A to TS 5B, irrespective of their status, will be paid 2 additional increments on their salary after 3 years of continuous service. These benefits will be enjoyed by over 9,000 teachers, more than 60% of teachers. This means that these teachers will enjoy as much as 15% increase in some cases. And that is a salary scale adjustment. If you look at TS1A, it will be a 10%. TS1B, 10%. And it goes down throughout the scale. So looking at the complete package and all that we have given, you can see that our teachers will enjoy a welfare package. And that is why we said it's not only about salary increases, it's a welfare package that will bring tremendous improvement to their not only salaries, but their comprehensive package that they will receive. We are pleased as a government that we have been able, through our commitment to our teachers, our children, and education, and the education sector, to work with the union in arriving at this agreement. It is now time for us to focus on our children and on all the plans in transforming our education system to deliver world-class education and the best possible education to our children. To the parents, we are now past the challenges. We have an agreement. We look forward to service. Thank you, and God bless you.